Gentlemen, you are the cream of the world's air forces. This country desperately needs your help. 6 months ago, an extremely well-armed and organized terrorist force carried out a coup d'etat. Attempts to free our country have been foiled by repeated surprise attacks. To avoid escalating this war and causing unacceptable civilian losses, we wish to employ your services. Surgical airstrikes and the elimination of enemy air superiority will tip the scales in our favor. You will receive remuneration commensurate with your positions as the premier top guns of the world. This is an evaluation of your operational abilities. Intelligence reports an enemy supply unit moving to resupply their forward positions. You should have the advantage of surprise. We should have localized air superiority for the duration of the operation. Target, C5A supply unit.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! Back one! On our left! Up ahead! Enemy in sight! Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yahoo! Bogey on our 6! Bogey on our tail! On our left! Up ahead! On our left! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yahoo! Here! Toast! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yahoo! Fire! Back one! Bingo! Yahoo! Wait! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Bogey on our 6! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Here! Toast! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Wasted! Great shot! Blew him away! Mission accomplished.
Immediate mobilization required. Our base's position was compromised in the last enemy push. Reports indicate imminent arrival of bombers. Scramble and ace those bogies. Target B-52 Bomber Force.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Focus on our 6. On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Focus on our 6. Here! Toes! Book! Take off! On our left! Enemy up ahead! Enemy locked on target!
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body
On our
damage.
left!
Alert, body damage.
Focus on our 6. Up ahead! Take off! Enemy locked on our right! Great shot! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Locked on. Missile approaching. Dive! Dive! Enemy in sight. Focus on our 6. Up ahead! On our left! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! Focus on our 6. Jesus, miss! Mission accomplished.
AWACS reports an enemy incursion in our sector. We are diverting you from local air support to forward operations. Neutralize the approaching units. Target, enemy attacking force. Formation makeup is unknown. Expect enemy fighter support and a tough dogfight. Good luck.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Bingo! Focus on our 6. Enemy in sight. Take off! Fly back 1. Focus on our tail. On our left. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Focus on our 6. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Jesus, miss! Up ahead! Jesus, miss! Jesus, miss! We're hooking on our 6. Jesus, miss! Take off! Back 1! Enemy in sight. Focus on our 6. Fire! Shoot it down! Focus on our 6. Wait! Focus on our tail! Take off! Focus on our 6. Up ahead! Focus on our 6. On our right! Focus on our 6. Up ahead! Focus on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Take off! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot away! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. On back 1! Enemy in front. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Wasted! Enemy in Jesus, miss! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! Toast! Mission accomplished.
Up to now, our offensive missions have been constrained by the presence of civilians in Donut City. A recent evacuation of that city permits us to engage hard targets within the city perimeter. Target 1, Computer Communications Center. Target 2, Enemy Headquarters Building. Night conditions should neutralize enemy ground fire. However, the city has at least 3 interceptors available. We have no intelligence on force composition. From now on, you will have a wingman assigned to you. Inform him of the operation before departure.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Book at 12 o'clock. Great shot! Bogey on our tail! On our right! Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. On our right! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Up ahead! Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Jesus, miss! Jeez, toast! Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus, miss! Bogey on our 6. Jesus, miss! Take off! Fire! Shoot it down! Kangaroo him away! On our left! Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail. Enemy in sight. Take off.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Too low.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Enemy in sight. Enemy in speed! Toast! On our left! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus! Miss! On our left! Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Back one! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yahoo! Toast! On our left! Bogey at 12 o'clock. On our left! Enemy locked. Bingo! On our right! Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Bingo! Yahoo! Mission accomplished.
Reconnaissance indicates a weak link in their fuel supply infrastructure. A single pipeline transfers all crude oil from their fields to their refinery. Strike both the pipeline and the refinery. Target: oil refinery plant and oil field. Use the pipeline as a reference to the refinery. Locate and destroy.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Bogey at 12 o'clock. Enemy great shot! On our right! Enemy locked on target. Bogey on our tail! Altitude too low, flying!
Repulsion. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy locked on. Enemy locked on us. Visual approaching. Dive! Dive! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot him down! Stay with him. Don't let him get away! Jesus! Miss! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot him! Jesus! Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy in sight. Back one! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. On our left. Bogey on our 6. On our right. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target.
Repulsion.
Great shot!
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body
On
damage.
ahead.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body
Bogey on
damage.
our 6. On our right. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot him down! Jesus! Miss! Bogey on our 6. Up ahead!
Warning.
Locked on us. Visual approaching. Dive! Dive!
Repulsion.
Up ahead! Bogey on our 6. Enemy in Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on us.
Warning.
Visual approaching. Dive! Dive!
Repulsion.
Take off!
Warning. Warning.
On our left! Bogey on our 6. On our right. Enemy in. Up ahead. Great shot. On our right. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail. On our right. Altitude too low. Flying. Enemy in sight. Fire. Shoot it down. Enemy in sight. Fire. Shoot it down. Bingo. Yahoo! Jesus, miss. Don't let him get away. Jesus, miss. Here. Toast. Altitude too low. Flying. Enemy up ahead!
Warning.
Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Dive! Bingo! Altitude too low. Flying! On our left! Up ahead! Jesus! Miss! Bogey on our 6. Up ahead! Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Jesus, miss! Take off! Enemy in sight. Fire! Here! Out! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fly back one! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Blew him away! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Wasted! Enemy locked on target.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Mission accomplished.
The enemy has proved to have significant resources. This war of attrition is not to our advantage. We are now targeting key infrastructure sites. Target: resources mining system and production plant. Intelligence reports stealth fighters operating in this theater. Remember, their lack of radar signature makes visual sighting essential.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in front. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6. On our right. Up ahead. Fire! Shoot it down. Jesus! Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down. Wait! On our left. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Stay back one! Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight.
Body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Enemy locked on shot.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Enemy in
Alert,
sight.
body damage.
Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Woohoo! Altitude too low. Flying. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Enemy locked on at 12 o'clock. Enemy locked on spring. Moving on our tail. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot him down. Sprint shot. Here. Toast. Up ahead. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot him down. Jesus, miss. On our left. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot him down. Bingo! Yahoo! Wasted! Enemy in front. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Bogey on our six. Bogey on our tail. Take off. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy in sight. Bogey on our six. Bogey on our six. Enemy bingo!
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Enemy in front. Up ahead! Enemy up ahead! Bogey at 12 o'clock. On our right. Bogey on our 6. Mission accomplished.
The enemy's ADCRS, Air Defense Command and Radar System, has been identified. We can expect a steep drop in enemy effectiveness if this site is destroyed. The enemy has an effective SAM kill zone around the target. Its one weak point is a narrow ravine leading to the base. This requires precision, nap of the earth flying. Target, enemy radar site. You have no effective countermeasures to this model of SAM. Exit the ravine and you are toast.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Back one! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Here! Toast! Enemy in up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot him down! Blew him away! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot him down! Blew him away! Enemy in up ahead! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot him down! Out! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Mission accomplished.
Regaining Donetsk City is a prime strategic consideration for the enemy. To forestall offensive operations, we will strike their staging area. Target, staging facilities and B-1 bombers. Our goal is to hit them just before their incursion begins.
Ready? Break now! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Bingo! Yahoo! On our left! Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Enemy bingo! Yahoo! Fire! Blew him away! And a back one! Enemy in up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Back one! Bogey on our 6. Up ahead! Enemy locked on. Take off! Great shot! Up ahead! Great shot on our right! Out! Up ahead! Bogey on our 6. Great shot on our left! Blew him away!
Warning.
Bogey on our 6. Take off!
Warning. Warning.
Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Bogey on our 6. On our left. Great shot! Bogey on our tail.
Warning.
Up ahead. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Bogey altitude too low. Flying. Great shot! Bogey on our 6.
Warning.
Altitude too low.
Alert.
Flying.
Body damage.
Bogey on our
Alert.
6.
Body damage.
Locked on us.
Alert.
Missile
Body
approaching.
damage.
Dive.
Alert.
Dive.
Body damage. Alert. Body damage.
Enemy in sight. On our right. Bogey on our 6. On our left. Bogey on our 6. Mission accomplished.
Naval Intelligence report a transport heading to Nawikot Bay. Since it may be a troop transport, we need to sink it before it docks. Follow up with destruction of the island port facilities. The opposition is expected to consist of an enemy fighter wing of unknown composition and patrolling Aegis warships. The Aegis missile system is highly effective. Eliminate the warships quickly.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Hold me on our 6. On our right. Hold me on our 6. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! We're moving! Hammer away! On our right. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Hold me on our 6. Up, take off! Fire! Shoot it down! Bring shot! Stay with him. Back one! On our left! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Move! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Bingo! Yahoo! Altitude too low. Flying.
Caution.
Enemy locked on target.
Low altitude. Caution.
Altitude too low. Flying. Enemy locked on target. Altitude too low. Flying. Jesus, miss! Hold me on our 6. On our right. Enemy in sight. On our right. Enemy. Great shot! Hold me on our 6.
Caution.
Take off!
Alert. Body damage.
Locked on target.
Alert.
Bingo!
Body damage. Alert.
Flying.
Body damage. Alert. Body damage. Alert. Body damage.
Up ahead! On our right! Enemy in sight. Bingo! Yahoo! Mission accomplished.
Your mercenary unit has proved its reliability. We request you aid in the extraction of one of our officers from the enemy mountain fortress. We can only send one unit without alerting the opposition. Target: cripple enemy air defense and land on their runway. Only you have the requisite skills. You will be paid handsomely.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Focus on our
Body
six.
damage. Alert, body damage.
On our left.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Up ahead.
Alert, body damage.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus, miss! Enemy. Shoot him away! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! On our right! Enemy locked on target. On our left! Jesus! Miss! Up ahead! Focus on our six. Jesus! Miss! Take off! Don't let him free that one! On our right! Jesus! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus! Focus on our six. On our left. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Stay with him. Don't let him get away. Oh! Enemy inside. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Focus on our six. Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Focus on our six. Don't let him get away. Stay with him. Jesus! Miss! Don't let him get away. Jesus! Miss! Stay with him. Oh, on our left. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Bingo. Focus on our
Body
six.
damage. Alert, body
On our
damage.
left.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body
Up
damage.
ahead.
Alert, body damage.
Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Jesus, miss. Jesus, miss. Stay back one.
The captured port has become a key resupply facility for our forces. We cannot allow the enemy to cripple or recapture it. Current intelligence suggests the enemy is preparing a bombing raid utilizing stealth bombers. Even one can devastate the facility. Keep alert. Target, stealth bomber wing.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. On our left! Jesus, miss! Bogey on our tail! Bogey on our six! Enemy locked on target. On the head! Take off! On the head! On our left! On the head! Fire! On our right! Wicked! Wait! Bogey on our tail! On our right! On the head! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Stay with me, back one! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Quick shot! On our right! Up ahead! On our left! On our left! Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus! Miss! Great shot! Enemy in sight. He's wasted! Fire! Shoot it down! Back one! On our left! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Put it down! Back one! Mission accomplished.
The enemy is committing its huge mothership to this theater. They are growing desperate. Eliminate the mothership and their naval mobility is crippled. There are no reference points on the ocean. Pay attention to the operational map. Target mothership.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in up ahead! Enemy locked on. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Altitude too low. Flying! Take off! Enemy locked on. Altitude too low. Flying! Enemy in sight. On our left. Enemy locked on target. Altitude too low. Flying. Up ahead.
Caution.
On our left. Up ahead. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Altitude too low. Flying. Bogey on our tail. And bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Altitude too low. Flying. Enemy in sight. Enemy bogey on our 6. Altitude too low. Flying.
Caution.
Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Bogey on our 6. On our right. Take off! On our right! On our right! Enemy locked on target. Bogey on our target. Locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Take off! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down!
Warning.
Jesus!
Warning.
Quick shot! On our right! On our left, bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail. Take off. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. On our left. Bogey on our 6. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! It's wasted! Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus! Miss! Stay with him! Jesus! Miss! Jesus! Miss! Jesus! Miss! Enemy in sight! Fire! Shoot it down! It's wasted! On our right! Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Take off! On our right! Up ahead! Bogey on our 6. Up ahead! Bogey on our 6. On our right! Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail! Up ahead! On our left, bogey on our 6. On our left, bogey on our 6, take off! Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yeah! Altitude too low.
Alert. Body damage. Alert. Body damage. Alert. Body damage. Alert. Body damage. Alert. Body damage.
Enemy in sight. On our left.
Alert. Body damage. Alert. Body damage. Alert. Body damage.
Mission accomplished.
Despite the elimination of all fuel refineries, the enemy continues to conduct operations. You are assigned to recon for undetected fuel supplies. Even though this is just recon, engage and eliminate any opposition patrols. Good hunting.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Focus 12 o'clock, on our left. Up ahead, on our right. And up ahead, focus Pokey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Up ahead, Pokey on our 6. Control, pull out of it.
Engine stalled.
Focus Pokey on our 6. Up ahead, Pokey on our 6. Fire, shoot it down. Quick shot. Don't Jesus, miss. Shoot him away. On our right, Pokey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Let's take off. Enemy locked on target. Fire, shoot it down. Pokey on our tail. Stay with him. Go up ahead. Pokey on our tail. Jesus, miss! Up ahead! Fire! Quick shot! Pokey on our 6. On our left! Up ahead! Pokey on our 6. Fire! Jesus, miss! Pokey on our tail!
Caution.
Pull out of it! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Quick shot! Stay with him. Pokey on our 6. On our left. Up ahead. Enemy in sight. On our left. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. On our right. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. Out. Mission accomplished.
Our recon work has identified the last fuel depot. Go and bomb it flat. Target: a group of fuel production bases. The enemy is using its top guns in this theater. Keep focused and good hunting.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Up ahead!
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Take off! Enemy locked on target. Jesus, miss! Hold on our tail! On our left! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Quick shot! Quick! Slow, flying!
Caution,
Bogey on our six.
low altitude. Caution,
Slow, flying! On our left! Enemy in sight. On our left! Bogey on our six. Take off! Missile approaching.
alert,
Dive!
body damage.
Up
Alert,
ahead!
body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert,
Enemy
body
locked on
damage.
target. Fire! Back
Alert,
one!
body damage.
Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Bogey on our six. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Take off! Bogey at 12 o'clock. Bogey on our tail! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Up ahead! Great shot! Bogey on our six. Bingo! Yahoo! On our right! Bogey on our six. Take off! On our left! Enemy. Bogey at 12 o'clock! Bogey on our tail! Bingo! Yeah! On left wingman! Up ahead! Bogey on our six! Bogey on our tail! Take off! On our left! Enemy in sight! Bogey on our tail! Enemy locked on target! Bingo! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target! Bingo! Yahoo! Bingo! Yahoo! Mission accomplished!
offensive operations are now concentrated on the Scorpion Island fortress. The base itself is a hard nut to crack, but we will isolate it by eliminating its bridge and central runway. Target, Red Suspension Bridge to the island and its Air Force base. There will be plenty of ACAC and SAM defenses around the runway. Go in for one pass, then break off operations.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Focus 12 o'clock. Focus on our tail!
Alert, body damage.
Low, fly!
Alert, body damage. Alert,
Focus
body
on our
damage.
six.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Take off! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Quick shot! Altitude too low. Flying!
Caution.
Up ahead! Enemy locked on target.
Alert, body damage.
Focus on our
Alert, body
six.
damage. Alert, body damage. Alert,
Up
body
ahead.
damage. Alert, body damage.
Enemy locked on target. Fucking wasted! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy in sight.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Enemy in sight.
Alert, body damage.
Enemy in
Alert,
sight.
body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body
Locked on
damage.
target.
Caution.
Bingo! Yahoo!
Caution. Alert, body
Enemy locked
damage.
on target.
Alert,
Low,
body
fly.
damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body
Enemy
damage.
locked on target. Quick shot! Enemy locked on target. Up ahead! Bogey on our six. Quick shot! Up ahead, take off! Enemy locked on target. Blew him away! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus! Miss! Quick shot! Blew him away! Jesus! Miss! On our left! Bogey on our six. Enemy locked on target. Take off! Quick shot! On our right! Bogey on our six. On our right! Bogey on our tail! Take off!
Caution.
Altitude too low! Flying! Up ahead! Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Dive! Mission accomplished.
The enemy is on his last legs. One more strike should lay him out. Take your unit through the ravine to the enemy headquarters. Intelligence is sketchy on force composition near the headquarters, so keep on your toes. Fly low on your way in. Everything above the ravine is a SAM kill zone.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Wasted! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Enemy wasted! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Back one! Locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Blew him away! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Wasted! Accomplished.
Urgent message. Enemy giant airborne fortress discovered. This may be your final task. Eliminate it before it reaches our airspace. Good luck.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Jesus! On our right! Hook on our tail!
Caution.
On our right!
Caution.
Up ahead! On our right! Enemy locked on target!
Alert,
Hook on
body
our tail!
damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Bingo! Yahoo! Focus on our 6. Jesus, miss! Bingo! Yahoo! Take off! Jesus, miss! Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy locked on target.
Caution.
Jesus, miss! Focus on our tail! Jesus, miss! Great shot! Bingo! Yahoo! Bingo! Yahoo! Bingo! Yahoo! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot him down! Jesus, miss! Great shot! Enemy locked. Great shot! On our right! Great shot!
Caution.
Focus on our 6. Bingo! Yahoo! Focus on our 6. Bingo! Yahoo! Focus
Caution.
on our 6. Focus on our 6.
Caution.
Enemy locked on target.
Alert, body
Take off.
damage. Alert,
Enemy locked on
body
target.
damage. Alert, body
Great
damage. Alert, body damage. Alert,
Great
body
shot.
damage.
Enemy locked on target. Focus on our tail. Enemy locked on
Caution.
approaching. Dive! Dive!
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Enemy in
Alert, body
sight.
damage.
Congratulations. The enemy has capitulated and the coup has failed. The rightful government has been restored to this peaceful country. Your skill as top guns changed the balance. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you.